What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Evercrisis video. Alright guys, we hit a massive milestone. So thank you for those who watched the video. Thank you for those who pre-registered. A lot of people DM me and be like, hey, I'm pre-registering. I'm not even playing the game, but I want to pre-register to get you these rewards. And me and the rest of the player base appreciate you guys. I hope that a lot of you guys decide to join anyways, but we've got some pretty big news. Now, first off, Final Fantasy VII Evercrisis is going to be a compilation of every single Final Fantasy game out there with some new content that was never in any of the games, plus some stellar graphics and some cool battle scenes. And I want to talk about a little bit about some of the things that people are confused about and kind of cover it. So the story in beta was broken up into 3 different stories. They have already claimed, Square Enix, that they are expanding the storyline even further in the actual release in global, which makes sense because they wanted to keep the storyline for Sephiroth specifically close to heart until the release of the actual game. So there will be a lot more content being released. They've also made a lot of adjustments for some of the issues. There was a lot of player feedback provided, and they have now made some of those changes, and we'll cover those notes at a later video. Plus, I actually want to talk about some of the units that are going to be out, who you can play. Now, the way summoning works, because everyone's asking this question that whenever we talk about this game, is you're going to be summoning for the weapons, okay? There's 3-star, 4-star, 5-star weapons for the most part. 5-star being the highest rated weapons. The animations are really cool. I will do a video on animations when the game comes out, obviously. I don't want to be going on other people's pages and doing that. I'd rather keep it a surprise for myself, but I've seen it, and I can tell you now, the animation specifically for summoning looks incredible. So you will be summoning for weapons. Now, there are going to be multiple playable characters depending on the story you're doing. So we'll do a separate video on all the playable characters and what they're like in terms of when you use them in the game, story mode, as well as battles, which are completely different, by the way. Battles are going to look like Final Fantasy Remake. If you haven't played the game, you can go take a look at it. It's very crisp, good looking. When you're actually doing exploring mode, it's going to look like old school Final Fantasy VII with the pixels, the little block characters. And then in terms of the actual characters in their bubble speeches, it's going to be animated. So they've used 3 different art designs to represent every character. So we'll cover all that in a separate video. I want to ramp up all my content for Final Fantasy VII Evercrisis before it comes out, because we are almost a week and a bit away from the actual global release. And with that being said, we need to hit one more milestone, okay? And what I mean by this, guys, simply this, right here. Announcing new milestone rewards to celebrate. They kept this under wraps, guys, until we got the costume one done. We'll go talk about that one after. Announcing new milestone rewards to celebrate 1.7 million pre-registrations. We're almost there. I know this because we just passed the 1.5, so this is not going to be impossible to reach. So again, guys, if you are planning to play this game, pre-register now. They are going to give out 7.7 billion blue crystal splits between all the players. Now, if you read the fine print, the total number of players eligible for the split will be based on the number of downloads during first 3 days after release. Pre-register, and you have to download for the first 3 days. So you can't just pre-register and then not play it. You've actually got to download the game for this to apply, okay? Very important differentiation, okay? Some people can pre-register and not download the game, but you must actually put it into your phone. It's got to be in your files, and you've got to access it, okay? Players who start the game after the tallying period will still be eligible to receive the pre-registration rewards. Minimum guaranteed amount of blue crystals will be 1,500. The minimum. What are blue crystals for? Well, most likely for energy regeneration, as well as summoning. Now, the way the summoning system works, as I mentioned, they're a weapon summoning system. All the characters are given to you for free. That's what it is right now. That may change in the future with any limited units, who knows. But right now, that's how it works. So you'll be summoning for that. Also, there's a stamp system, kind of like a pity system, but it's a stamp system. Every time you summon, a chocobo will run by a little sign. The sign spins, and it tells you how many stamps you get. If you reach a certain point of stamps, you're guaranteed 4-star weapons, you're guaranteed items, you're guaranteed 5-star weapons, etc. Right? So there's a pity system built in with a little bit of a design and a gimmick to go with it. All right? So this is huge, guys. Please, if you're planning to play free to play, I'm going to do both accounts, free to play and probably a spender account, only because I want to be able to test and use that spender account for knowledge purposes to help free-to-play players advance, including my own account, right? So this is going to be massive, guys. All right, so make sure you pre-register and you actually download the game. Now, with that being said, we have reached the 1,500,000 milestone. This is massive. Everybody gets a free gear voucher, and if you can see here, all the characters within every storyline have a specific costume that can be purchased. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, Barrett's looks badass. Cloud, I'm gonna get 100% because first off, it's a samurai outfit. Aerith's looks really good. Tifa's looks incredible. Red 13's looks really good. Zack's, I'm not a big fan of Zack's, to be honest with you. I don't like that small vest, but it's like a soldier's vest, I guess, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Although I do like Glenn's, Lucia's, and I think his name is Matt. This guy looks a little bit like Vincent with the black instead of the red. He just needs a long trench coat, obviously, and you got full Vincent with the gun going. So really cool costumes. I'm assuming once you get in the game, you can probably purchase all of these skins. Chances are, because of my love for Final Fantasy and my love for Square Enix and the company, I'm most likely going to support this game a little bit financially because it is going to be one of my main games on the channel. So really, really big news there, guys. Okay, so we get that. Now, another thing I want to talk about real quick, this is what I was referring to. The First Soldier is a new original story featuring 3 soldiers and the young hero Sephiroth. This story takes place 15 years before the official storyline of Final Fantasy VII, providing a glimpse into a different side of events. We hope you'll enjoy this adventure. So this is Sephiroth here. You can see here, he currently has the Masamune, or is it Masamune? Well, however people call it. I guess Masamune would make more sense. Masamune, and he's got the short hair rather than the long hair, which is crazy because we're all so accustomed to seeing a long hair version now. He does look like one of the guys from Final Fantasy Advent Children. I forgot which one it was. That was the main guy. So he looks identical to him. I love the outfit. It looks really good. So this is young Sephiroth. Now this is interesting because you can see this is a cutscene because they've got the skip and auto going. This background looks very similar to Niflheim, right? Where he burns the entire town down. So really cool to see that nostalgic look and feel. And like I said, the game has already told us there's going to be a lot of new content in regards to storytelling. There's things that we've never seen or heard in any of the Final Fantasy games because they're going to cover all of them, and some of the clips are going to be from the original games with new content to add to that. Okay, so you guys can see here a lot of good stuff going on, and very excited. So we're going to talk more about some of these characters. Now, this is a little spelling mistake here. The soldier class here is supposed to be Glenn, Matt, and Lucia. I believe it's Lucia, if I'm correct. Let me just check here. Lucia, yeah, Lucia Lynn. Unfortunately, they put Lutheria. I don't know why. Maybe they changed the name. But anyways, we'll go over the characters in a different video. But I just wanted to say thank you for those who pre-registered. Guys, get in, keep pre-registering. Let's get that 7.7 billion blue gems or blue diamonds or blue stones, whatever they call them, across all of the player base. And let's start off this game by having a ton of summons to do. Square Enix, thank you for doing that for us, obviously. I'm so excited, guys. I can't wait till September 7th for this to drop. More to follow, more to come. We'll do more Final Fantasy VII Evercrisis content. Probably next one we'll do is probably go through all the characters, show you some of the animations, and explain to them, give them a little backstory of who they are and what story they fall under. Again, guys, really, really excited for this. I can't wait to play it, and I hope to see you guys there. This is Payne. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.